Welcome to the week. This is going to be amazing week. One of the things that makes a week amazing is when you set out and you build a system and a structure in your life that lets you prosper in the good times and the bad. What does that entail? First, it entails this one important principle, and that is you and I have to build a spirit of contentment in our hearts. Contentment. You're like, what? Are you just some kind of crazy preacher? No, I'm not a crazy preacher. I am a Christian, but I'm not a crazy preacher. But contentment means you're okay with where you are right now. Well, I don't like to be okay with where I am right now. I want to be there. I want to be way up here. I don't want to be where I am. Well, I get you because I'm somebody who works towards success also. I want to succeed. I want to prosper. I want to get to higher levels of success. But a lot of times, the thing that allows you to build from this level to this level, which I've done over my lifetime, my wife and I scaled a multi-million-dollar company, and we currently operate that company. We're also growing our social media presence and working on the influence side of things. But the thing that gives you the strength to go from here to here is you've created a life of contentment. And so sometimes we look at these Bible principles and you're like, well, that's just for those Bible thumping Christian people. But really, there's all those principles tend towards prosperity in our life. Now, I'm not a health and wealth and preacher, somebody who says if you believe what God says that you'll just prosper and everything will only be good. No, it won't. I've been a Christian for a long time, and believe me, I had a lot of bad stuff happen in my life over this past 40 years of living. But there's one thing I know to be sure, and one thing that has given the foundation to weather the storms of life, and that is when I have a spirit of contentment in the bad times and in the good times, that gives me a framework, a mental structure that I can use to apply in every stage of living. So how does that look? When you don't have a lot and you're kind of at the beginning, you're starting out, you have a little income and you're just trying to make ends meet. And you're like, well, I need to make more money. Well, you might need to make more money. It's very likely that you do. However, where you are right now, living below your means, living on less than you make is vital. Because when you get up here, you think, well, I'll live on less than I make when I make a ton more money. The problem is you won't, because you haven't developed a spirit of contentment here. And as you grow, that spirit of contentment, the thing with money and the thing with personal growth is that it's not that when you have more, you spend less and you save and invest more. What happens is, just like the Bible says, this is principle 2. When you grow wealth, so also do you grow expenses. There's a verse in Proverbs that says, as the wealth grows, so do those things grow that eat the wealth that you create. And so, why this is going to be an amazing week is because if you're up here or up here, contentment is a choice. Contentment is a spirit that you decide, a decision, a mental framework that you decide is going to be a reality in your life. And I think today that you're going to start building your future success, creating amazing weeks ahead. But because you're going to decide today to be content with the things that you've got right now, you're setting yourself up to proceeding to build that incredible wealth in the future. So that's why it's going to be an amazing week. And I hope that you receive this message and that it helps you ignite a fire within you that says, you know what, I'm going to make a budget. I'm going to live on less than I make, and I'm going to look for ways to increase my income. But I am going to be content. I'm going to be okay with what I've got right now so that I can build the wealth of the future. I look forward to working in this week with each and every one of you and making it just as awesome in my life as you're making it in your life. And I appreciate you taking time to watch the video this morning. I do realize that my light to my left just turned off, but maybe it makes it a little more interesting. Anyways, God bless you, each and every one of you. And I look forward to delivering another such message next week as we launch into the week. This is going to be an amazing week.